If you're not leaving your room, you're completely wasting your youth, bro. I remember 3 years ago, I only used to be in my room, I would only play like Fortnite or Geometry Dash or Minecraft on my computer, and I would just be in my room all day because it was just so comfortable, I didn't have any responsibilities. I could only do whatever I wanted all day, so I would be in my room and just lay on my bed, for example. The only time I would go outside or even downstairs was only when I wanted to get food. I would go to the grocery store maybe if I wanted to get food, so I would go outside. That was the only time when I would go outside. However, other than that, I would just be in my room all day, just lay on my bed all day or lay on my couch, and I wouldn't do anything else. However, right now, as you can see, I'm in my caravan right now, and I'm actually on a trip. I'm in Hungary. I've just been on a road trip. I've been to Austria, to Czech Republic, and to now Hungary. And bro, it has just been so fun. I've been outside all day, and when inside, I've just been reading a book, as you can see, on sleep in my caravan, because I don't know, it just seems so fun because I don't really have like internet. I can't really scroll on TikTok or scroll on anything right now, so I'm just reading all day, and it has just been so fun, like 10 times more fun than just being on my phone all day or even just playing these video games. Like, reading is one of the most fun things I've done on this trip actually, which might sound boring to many of you because many of you haven't read this book. When you actually decide to sit down and read a book, then it just becomes so fun, bro. And while on this trip, I've just been visiting some famous landmarks like churches or whatever in Austria, in Czech Republic, and it has just been so interesting, When you actually step out of your room and actually explore the outside world, then you realize how much there is. People have built these big churches or whatever, and it's just like so fascinating that people have done all this and you haven't even like visited those. It has been so interesting, bro. Bro, you don't have to go on this long road trip like I've done. However, when you actually step outside, even for a breath of fresh air, bro, just step outside and just explore nature or explore the surroundings, explore your neighborhood or whatever, like even that's near you, then you actually see that what's out there in the world, and you see that there's so much more than just your room. You don't have to spend all of your time in your bed or all of the time in your gaming chair and just play like Minecraft or whatever, like these games, because there's just so many things to do in the world. Or just do some things that you find interesting and just go outside and explore. You have limited time on this planet, bro. You only have like 80 years before you die, so please just make the most of it while you can, because by just staying in your room all day and not socializing, not going outside, not doing anything, you just waste your time, bro. Just make the most out of your teenage years and make the most out of your years in general. Just go outside, please, bro, even just for a 10-minute walk. Just see other people or go into the neighborhood and just see what's out there. Like, it's just so fun when you actually see what's out there, I'm gonna be honest, I'm just a random teenager with a pretty shitty accent, so I don't really have any certifications or whatever, but I know you can relate to me. If you're a teenager, if you're, a guy, then you probably know this feeling that you're inside your room all day and you really want to do something, go outside. However, you feel like you're being charged, or you're just scared to go outside, or you're just even lazy. You don't even feel like going outside. So I'm just making this little video for you. I want to motivate you to go outside, to just explore what's out there, because it can be so fun. You could find your future wife one day just being on a random walk outside, or you could find your best friend one day, or just, I don't know, just some random landmarks or whatever you feel like are interesting, and this can be so fun. Just go explore, bro, and you will feel that you become just so much happier if you do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, bro. I hope I could motivate you a little bit, and yeah, see you in the next one.